And if we go back beyond and go back to the 1800s and further back, you know, they didn't have any instruments. Amen? All they had was their voices. And sometimes everybody didn't know the song. So what they had to do was they had to sing metered hymns. And I don't know whether you remember that. You know, but sometimes I think we got generations that's coming up. You know, the last generation, the last two generations and those coming, they don't know about metered songs, and they don't know about songs and singing with nobody, no instruments or nothing. You know, even us as musicians, sometimes somebody will get up and they'll sing a song and we say, I got to play behind them. No, let them sing by themselves. You know, so we just want to spend some time right now and go back. You know, like I talked about the metered hymn, they had hymns that were lined. And the reason the hymns were lined was because everybody didn't know the words. So that song leader who knew the words, he lined the hymn. You know, he read it through, and then he lined that first line. And then he started off, and everybody would come in with their voices. Soprano, alto, tenor, and bass, and everybody would just sing. And then they'd finish that line, and then that leader would lead in another line, and then everybody would come in. And then they'd do that through the whole song, and then when they got to the end of the song, then they just moaned through the rest of it. You know, I remember those times, and I remember those times in prayer meeting where we didn't have the music. We weren't concerned about music. We didn't have carpet. You know, the floors were bare. Sometimes the floors were wood. You know, and that tuner gets struck up, and those voices are blend in, and everybody from everything from the depths from within them, they would just sing. And it didn't matter that somebody was leading the song. Everybody just sang it as they felt it. And you could hear those feet on the floor. And then when you had those floors that didn't have that carpet on it, you could hear the foot going back and forth. Some of the old men had taps on their shoes. I remember that. And it just went, and everybody just had a good time praising the Lord. So we got Brother Peoples coming now, and he's going to line a hymn for us. And it's something we all mindful of, we all remember. But there's a charge to keep that we have. A God to glorify, who gave his son our souls to save and fitted for the sky. So he's going to come right now. And we want to go back. We want to remember. Amen. Lest we forget.